Hello, and welcome to another episode of Malone Bailey's official podcast, Everybody Counts. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Matt Setzakorn. I'm the administrative assistant here at Malone Bailey. Our podcast, Everybody Counts, features various perspectives on a variety of topics, from the latest SEC updates to discussions on recruiting, retention, and so much more. Everybody Counts explores trends and hot topics that affect us and those in our business. So today's conversation is going to be, in my opinion, pretty interesting to hear. I believe this topic could not only apply to the auditing profession, but really just any profession and just in real life in general. We're going to be discussing the importance of mentorship and how that mentorship benefits everyone, not just the mentee, in work and in life. We all need some guidance as we go about our day-to-day, no matter how proficient we are in our field. So it's always helpful to know there's someone you can turn to for guidance when you find yourself and your work at a crossroads, or if you just need any kind of help. At Malone Bailey, we like to emphasize the importance of mentorships and the positive work relationships and career growth that these mentorships can offer. When we welcome a new associate into our firm, they are paired with a senior or a manager who will be their go-to person for all their questions as they figure out the ins and outs of their career. Also at the firm, we also have a buddy system in place where every office will house at least 2 associates at a time, so that way everyone has someone that they can easily turn to for any questions that they may have. Now, today I'm joined by 2 people who have served as a mentor at Malone Bailey, and they take great pride in their mentorship roles. We have Arturo, who is an audit senior, and Duo, who is an audit manager as well. So welcome, Arturo and Duo. Thank you both for taking time to sit and talk with me today. So if you could just tell me a little bit about yourselves, your background, how long you've been working here, so on and so forth.
Yes, I'm Arturo Reyna. I'm an third-year audit senior, going on to my third business season with Malone Bailey. Been with Malone Bailey since 2019. The school I graduated from was the University of Houston downtown. Got my bachelor's degree there, and then also while working with Malone Bailey, was able to acquire my master's in professional accountancy. The reason I decided to do accountants, I was working at the banks and noticed that I wanted to have a more stable position, wanted to go up and to do something with their business. I had a lot of family members that had a lot of business owners, and I just felt like that was just the right choice for me and my family.
I'm Do Zhen. I'm senior audit manager here at Malone Bailey. I came from China about 20 years ago. I went to University of Windsor in Canada about 70 years ago. And after that, I went to Wayne State University in Detroit and for my master degree and graduated in 2010. Since then, I've worked in accounting, and I worked at Malone Bailey for 3.5 years. That's me.
Oh, well, thank you all again for coming. Can you just share a little bit about your personal experience with mentorship and how it's influenced y'all's careers?
Yes. I have my mentor, and I also am a mentor of someone else. My mentor gave me advice for my career growth, helped me to set and achieve my career goals, gave me suggestions which improved my problem-solving skills on different areas, etc. As a mentee, I can always get valuable advice from my mentor and whose experience may help me. As a mentor, sometimes I need to think about a question from my mentee's point of view. Being a mentor of others helped me develop leadership skills, learn new things. The mentorship also helps me to build the career network.
All right. What about you, Arturo?
At Malone Bailey, Yuki was assigned to me as a personal trainer, and then she took an active role in just not developing my skills inside of the profession, but also made it a purpose to kind of be an open door mentee or mentor for me to be able to go to and ask any kind of professional and any life skill questions that I had. She really helped me to develop my career goals, my life goals, and really helped me through the tough business seasons that we had. And she really had a monumental influence, and her advice and guidance helped me through the tough business seasons that we have ahead of us.
Right. Well, that's good. I'm glad y'all have both very positive experiences with mentorship and everything. So what would y'all say is the key benefits of having a mentor, especially in the field that we're in, particularly for someone starting their career?
Except some good things we just mentioned, I think a mentor in auditing field can explain the auditor's career path, milestone of their auditor career to the beginner, and also can give them advice based on our experience. Yeah.
In my experience, I was a non-traditional graduate coming into a new career and into a new industry that I was very unfamiliar with. So having mentors that took a personal interest in my growth and development was very essential for me for a successful career. Public auditing is a very challenging career, and having mentors such as managers and partners that have been available throughout the business season can really help with providing useful tips on how to handle the stress of work-life balance and dealing with the issues that could arise during the audit process.
Right. So what would y'all say are some specific skills or knowledge that someone can gain through mentorship that maybe they won't acquire through formal education or training?
In public auditing, mentors can really help in navigating the vast majority of the tools and resources that are needed to efficiently do the jobs correctly. Mentors can provide great examples of the thought process needed to complete a specific analysis of accounting transactions, which a formal education can describe in text, but not really demonstrate in person.
Yeah, I agree with Turo. I also believe mentorship provide a lot of opportunities to improve soft skills, such as interpersonal skills, leadership skills, communication skills. And it also provides a good opportunity to mentee to learn our experience. Yeah.
Yeah, some pretty valuable skills there that you can gain there, I see. So in your experience, how can a mentor guide auditors in navigating complex professional challenges that they may encounter in their work?
As mentioned previously, mentors can help you talk through complex accounting topics can help you think through the process while at the same time giving you the space to discover the answers at the same time.
Yes, a mentor can use the mentor can use themselves as a real example to guide mentee and give mentee some real life experience. And when mentee later faces this kind of various challenges, they can think about how to do it.
Right. So can you both provide some examples just from your own experiences as a mentor and just working in the field here, how mentorship has helped auditors in advancing their careers, such as yourselves, and just achieving their professional goals? So like if you have any personal experience with it, any personal stories that you can relay.
Oh, yes. One example is the CPA exam. The new beginners are always interested in have a lot of questions on CPA exam. I always discuss with my mentee how important it is to pass the exam early in their career life, how to prepare the exam, all those things they can get from me as a mentor.
So the same as my experience I had with Yuki coming in and her taking her personal interest into me and my career path. As a personal trainer and mentor for the new associates coming into MB, I took it also as a personal mission to help develop and train the new associates and spend additional time to develop stronger connections with the staff. During the business season, we as auditors sometimes can feel overwhelmed with the work, but I have found that giving the new staff 5 to 10 minutes to help them through a thought process and giving them the undivided attention can be monumental, not only for the growth and development, but also with the connection us as mentors and mentees. This allows the mentee to develop a good trust with us as mentors and seniors, which in my experience has built a stronger communication bridge, which allows us to be more efficient in our jobs.
Nice, nice. So how does a mentorship really contribute to building a strong professional network with a profession? So like, how can that go about like furthering a career and really networking and stuff like that, especially in the auditing world?
Okay, so mentorship can build a long-lasting relationship with your mentee As everyone has different career paths in their lives, those lasting relations can build a strong network amongst different professions and companies that in the future can be useful. Just as a small example, in the auditing world, a mentee can choose to move into the consulting or evaluation specialist, which in turn can be useful when performing an audit. As the mentors are traditionally also a few levels above our mentees, the strong professional network developed can help to build a great base for the firm, as the training and experience shared with the mentees will help to develop the future of the firm, as the upcoming staff and seniors will be properly trained.
Yes, auditing is also all about teamwork. We need the team members communicated with, trust, and our course depend on each other. And the mentorships provide good opportunities to build trust, to develop various soft skills, which will help the team building and help develop the network.
Yeah. So I know for a lot of people entering a field for the first time, it's pretty daunting to really ask for help. So what advice would you give to soon-to-be auditors or recently new auditors who are seeking a mentor or guidance but are just unsure how to approach one?
I will say just go ahead, try to talk with someone, ask for advice. Most of people are open and happy to help. I mean, to the new beginners, just don't be afraid.
I agree. So my advice is just ask the question. Taking the first step is really the hardest one. And new auditors sometimes are very hesitant in asking questions with the fear of feeling that they're feeling inadequate or portray themselves in a negative light because they're asking a dumb question. I would encourage the auditors to break bread with the mentors and mentees, which Malone Bailey does very well with mentor lunches. Having those lunches kind of brings the connection outside of the firm environment, and changing that environment really can be the catalyst to break the ice to encourage a fruitful conversation between the mentor and mentee.
Yeah. So I guess to piggyback off that last question, how can mentors and mentees really establish an effective communication? So once you ask that first question, how can you keep that relationship and maintain that productive relationship and keep that line of communication open?
I think the most important thing is they need to respect each other, and the mentor need to put their own feet into the mentee's shoes, and both of them need to be honest to each other, and they need to sit down together, develop a detailed plan, and go together and work on those things together.
I agree. Mentees should keep an open mind when receiving the feedback from the mentors. This will ensure that they are seeing their advice and guidance to enrich their career. They shouldn't be taking any feedback received personally. In turn, the mentor should make the effort also make sure to make the best effort to provide a constructive feedback to the mentee in the best interest with their best interest in mind. The mentor should listen to its mentee's life and career goals and provide tailored feedback and constructive goals, which will help enrich and which would help the mentee to gain the most out of the conversation.
Yeah. So are there any challenges or barriers that both mentors and mentees may face in the auditing profession? And how would you say that they can really overcome that?
I think the biggest constraint that we will have during busy season and sometimes in non-busy seasons is time constraints and availability. Sometimes during the busy season, we might not be able to connect as often as we would like, but I found that putting a scheduled time and trying to respect that time as much as possible has really been helpful to really keeping that connection between the mentor and mentee.
Yes, the mentor and mentee may have different expectation on the things such as the work performance, future development, etc. I believe the only way we can overcome this is honest communication between each other.
Okay, yeah. So I only have one more question for y'all today. So my last question is, how can the auditing profession really promote and encourage mentorship initiatives to support the development of future auditors to really make sure everyone is successful in their future?
In the case of our firm, NB has done a great job at the time allocation towards mentorships and the mentorship program. They really give them the freedom and opportunity to spend time with their mentees by having frequent luncheons or quarterly connections. I would encourage any accounting firm to develop similar practices and encourage the firm to allow mentors and mentees lunches at a minimum quarterly.
Yeah, a detailed structure design, a well-designed structure will help. And I also believe a good conversation between mentor and mentee will help.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, those are all the questions I have for you both today. Thank you both so much for sharing your thoughts and joining me again. I really appreciate your honesty and your perspective on this. So we're going to switch gears now and play a little game we like to play on the podcast. It's called This or That. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you both a question and you'll just choose which one you prefer. Pretty easy game, but it's a lot of fun. So my first question will be vacation or a staycation? We'll go with you, Duo.
Vacation.
All right.
I would have said staycation last year, but this year I wanted a good vacation, so I'm going to say vacation.
All right. Sounds good. And the next one is city or countryside? Duo?
Can I say both?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah, but
I would have to say countryside.
All right. Yeah, both have their perks, so I understand. And then last one is espresso or drip coffee? I
like drip coffee.
I'm going to have to agree on doing that one.
Oh, dang. I guess I'm the only one espresso. Well, that's fine. Thanks, you guys, again, for the helpful information. I really appreciate it. I had a great time talking with you both as well. So to everyone listening, we really appreciate you listening in and invite you to check out our website, www.malonebailey.com, for more information about public company audit services, as well as some other useful resources. Thank you again for listening. All right.